What if I told you an extra $1,800 could land in your pocket from Social Security this coming year? Before we get into the details on that huge update, if you find value in clear, straight talk about Social Security, please show some support by hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel for more essential updates. Let's jump right in. So, this potential boost comes from new proposed legislation currently in Congress. The idea is to give beneficiaries an average raise of more than $150 every single month. Now, the official name of this proposal is the Safeguarding American Families and Expanding Social Security Act, or the SAFE Act for short. What would this bill actually do? It focuses on two major changes. First, it aims to completely phase out the earnings cap on the payroll tax that funds Social Security. Right now, if you earn more than a certain amount, we're talking over $184,000 a year, you stop paying that specific tax. This legislation would remove that ceiling, requiring contributions on all earned income. Second, and this is a big one, it would switch the formula used to calculate your annual cost of living adjustment, or COLA. Instead of the current index, it would use the Consumer Price Index specifically for the elderly. Why does that matter? Because this index often reflects the actual spending habits of seniors more accurately, typically leading to a higher yearly increase. Combined, these changes are projected to deliver that average 150 plus X monthly bump. Supporters, including major senior advocacy groups, argue this does two crucial things. It injects more revenue into the program's trust fund to strengthen it for the long term, and it immediately helps retirees keep up with brutal inflation. One key senator behind the bill stated it modernizes the system's financial bedrock by ensuring all income is subject to the tax, and crucially, that this extra taxed income will also count when calculating a worker's future benefits. But here is the critical reality check you must hear right now. This bill has not been voted on. It has not been passed. So, while it's exciting to talk about, you should not budget for this extra money at this moment. It's a proposal, not a promise. We need to see if it gains real traction in Congress. I'll be sure to keep you posted on any movement. Now, let's shift gears to a major story from last year. Former President Trump aimed for a historic overhaul of Social Security taxation. That effort ultimately did not succeed, but here's the twist. Most seniors still ended up coming out ahead. How is that possible? First, let's recap a couple of administrative changes that did happen under that administration. The government accelerated the move away from paper checks, setting a firm deadline for everyone to use direct deposit or prepaid cards. A move aimed at security and efficiency, though it required action from a remaining 500,000 people. There was also a significant crackdown on fraud. New rules made it much harder to change your direct deposit information over the phone, requiring in-person or secure online verification instead. And they changed the rules for repaying Social Security overpayments. Previously, the government could take your entire check to recover a debt. That was capped, then set at a lower garnishment rate. But the big headline-grabbing idea was a push to eliminate federal taxes on Social Security benefits entirely. Given that most retirees despise this tax, you'd think its failure would be a major letdown. However, the story doesn't end there. A major tax bill passed around the same time included what many are calling a consolation prize for seniors. So, what did seniors actually get? A special new tax deduction exclusively for people aged 65 and older. For individuals, it's an extra $6,000 on top of your standard deduction. For married couples filing jointly, it's $12,000. This senior boost is effective for several years. So, while benefits themselves are still taxable, this larger deduction means many seniors will keep more of their total income, potentially offsetting the tax they owe on their Social Security. It wasn't the total victory some wanted, but it delivered tangible financial relief. All right, moving to our third topic. You may have seen headlines or videos about Social Security rallies happening all over the country. What are these protests actually about? Are people demanding higher benefits? Well, not exactly. These particular rallies are primarily organized by the employees who work for the Social Security Administration itself. They're happening at field offices from Birmingham to Missoula to Broward County. Their central demand is for Congress to pass a fully funded budget for the SSA before government funding deadlines hit. The workers are expressing deep anxiety over potential staffing cuts and budget shortfalls. They claim that uncertainty and understaffing are creating immense strain, leading to long wait times for the public and unsustainable workloads for employees. One protester captured the sentiment, saying it's incredibly stressful not knowing if their paycheck is secure just weeks out, and they are pleading for the resources needed to properly serve the American public. So, in short, these rallies are more about the operational health and funding of the Social Security Administration offices, rather than a direct call for increasing individual benefit amounts. Now, the first Social Security checks with this year's COLA have started going out. I'm genuinely curious. Have you received yours yet? Did the increase feel noticeable, or was it immediately swallowed up by rising Medicare Part B premiums and grocery bills? Let me know your real-world experience down in the comments below. If you appreciated getting all this news delivered clearly without the hype or unnecessary fluff, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button right now. It truly helps the channel. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future updates. We cut through the noise to give you the straight facts. And finally, here's a quick positive thought to end your day on. Remember, you are capable, you are resilient, and you've navigated countless challenges to get here. Take a moment to acknowledge your own strength. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and be safe.